for today's cup of coffee, this comes from Daily Mail and is by Stacy Liberatore, January the 4th of 2023. And
okay.
A court hearing in February is set to make history when the defendant is advised by artificial intelligence.
Which, who thought that was a good idea? And is this to prevent, like, some sort of crime thing from happening? Like, you know, when the people get up and jump and... Have you seen
the drama.
Have you seen that one courtroom thing? Dude literally had to jump over the judge to get away from people. Dude literally
Who was after him? Was that the defendant?
It was the families. It was whatever. Yeah.
So the bailiff totally lost control.
Oh, the whole courtroom lost control.
Was that here in America?
Yes.
Okay, now I'll have to look for that one. Anyhow,
it was insane. That was cool.
Well, maybe this wasn't cool.
It was cool.
The bailiffs are armed.
Imagine being in the back of the corner of the whole courtroom and watching this take place and just like, yes.
Well, I tell you something. If nobody has ever been in a courtroom, they need to go and just once to watch the show, because it is a show. It truly is. Anyhow, the technology stems from the company Do Not Pay.
Do Not Pay.
Founded in 2015 by a then Stanford University freshman who was initially developed to appeal parking tickets.
What?
The world's first robot lawyer will run on the defendant's smartphone and listen to commentary to provide its client with instructions on what to say in arguments. So they're calling it a robot, but it's really not a robot. At this point, it is AI.
Yeah.
And the courthouse location, charges, and name of the defendant have not been revealed, according to the New Scientist. Joshua Browder initially created the robot to appeal parking tickets in the UK when he first launched the technology, but has since expanded it to the US. However, this technology was designed in a chat format where the bot would proceed with questions to learn the details of the case, such as, were you or someone you know driving? Or was it hard to understand the parking signs, end quote. So that's, typical. Oh my God. They've done that just like the customer service bots.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Now imagine if there was an AI judge.
It's coming to that. We'll get to that. After it analyzes your answers, the robot decides if you qualify for an appeal. If yes, it will generate an appeal letter that can be brought to the courts. A similar format will be used in the February court case, but will listen to conversations between the prosecutor and defendant to advise its clients on what to say next.
Okay. I wonder how many cases this will win, though.
I don't know. The AI, however, was trained on factual statements to minimize legal liability, Browder told New Scientist. He also tweaked the audio tool not to react to statements instantly, instead letting the offense finish their discussion, analyze comments, and then present a solution. Browder has stated, quote, it's all about language, and that's what lawyers charge hundreds or thousands of dollars an hour to do, end quote. He's absolutely right. Mm-hmm. And he believes that this technology will one day replace lawyers.
Hopefully. If it works. If it works!
There'll still be a lot of good lawyers out there who may be arguing in the European Court of Human Rights, but a lot of lawyers are just charging way too much money to copy and paste documents, and I think they will definitely be replaced, and they should be replaced, and that was Browder's statement on that. Yeah, for the most part, I agree on that.
Yeah.
And Do Not Pay's website shows its technology can be used for things other than a robot. Fight corporations, beat bureaucracy, find hidden money, and sue anyone. The robot has learned the laws about canceled and delayed flights and payment protection insurance. Do Not Pay also offers consumer and workplace rights advice to people in the U.S. and the U.K., including harassment at work or misleading claims in advertisements. and it will connect users to outside help, such as pro bono legal representation for more serious cases. China has been the first to use artificial intelligence in the courtroom.
Of course they have.
Last July, it was revealed the nation is using the technology to improve its court system by recommending laws, drafting documents, and alerting perceived human errors in rulings.
What?
Judges must now consult the AI on every case by law, Beijing's Supreme Court said in an update on the system published this week. And if they go against its recommendations, they must submit a written explanation for why.
Oh,
that's
my
not
God.
Scary at all. The AI has also been connected to police databases and China's Orwellian social credit system, handing it to the power to punish people by automatically putting a thief's property up for sale online.
The fuck?
China has been developing a smart court system since at least 2016, when Chief Justice Quang Zhu called for technology to improve the fairness, efficiency, and credibility of the judicial system. That has meant introducing robot receptionists to courthouses to offer online legal help, automatic voice recognition recorders in courtrooms that eliminate the need for transcribing, and virtual courtrooms where cases can be heard online.
Holy shit.
China has even introduced a highly specialized internet court that deals solely with cases related to the virtual world, such as online loans, domain name disputes, and copyright issues. Yeah, that's sort of jaw-dropping there at the last, wasn't it?
Damn.
And I can't remember if it was...
Holy shit, dude.
Maybe Judge... What was it? The one with Sylvester Stallone. Was it Judge Dredd or something like that?
Yeah.
Where they...
I don't know.
It was some kind of futuristic thing that basically they showed up at your door, pronounced you guilty, and basically executed you.
The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Because it's so smart for the rest of the world to follow China's lead on all this shit.
I really hope that the world gets wiped out really soon. Because now it's starting to get scary when it comes to this tech shit.
Yeah. Well, it depends on, it's like any other tool. It depends on how someone is using it. And from what we have found out over the past several years, that internet was Department of Defense. It was to be used for military purposes. And guess what? It still is. And that's just like we've talked about as far as the social credit scores. We've talked about social...
there was a episode of Black Mirror that involved social credit scores.
Mm-hmm. But as far as the media, we've seen how that has been used against the people. The social media, the TikToks and all that stuff. Yeah. And it's manipulating people. It's breaking people's brains.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Now, how are you going to argue with a robot? You can't.
I can't win a damn game with them.
Well, one of the articles...
The computer beats me every single fucking time.
There was an
almost every time
article that I had scanned today that said, and this was somebody in the United States, that had been wrongly convicted, that they had used the facial recognition and got the wrong person.
Did they fix it?
Yeah, but I don't know how long. I didn't read the full article. I just
because they look like someone doesn't mean they are.
Exactly.
Because there are people that look alike
Sure.
People that you could say that are like exact identical twins, but they're not.
Right.
They're not even remotely related.
Right. And that's happened to people lots for generations, you know, as far as being convicted of a crime that they didn't do. Because never assume that it is a matter of justice.
Well, we all know that the court system, law, whatever the fuck else is corrupted anyway, so...
Sure it is.
This is just another way for them to hide it.
Well, all the serfs are the ones that go to jail and prison. It's not the elite. Never is the elite. They're the ones that get the kickbacks. They're the ones that get the kickbacks and the monies from the, you know, the judicial industry, the corrections industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. But to put AI in that too. Yeah. So it's like, was RoboCop and Terminator and all that stuff, was that self-disclosure?
Possibly, but let's hope the world gets wiped out first.
Yeah.
But didn't the world get wiped out in Terminator?
Been wiped out. In Terminator, yes. And that was where Sarah Connor, I've come to protect Sarah Connor, that he was trying to change, he had been sent back to try to change the future.
Yeah.
Try to prevent what was happening on that. And then that was where in Terminator 2, that was that Patrick guy that had played in, Robert Patrick, I think is his name, that had played in the X-Files. Excellent actor. Really good. That he had been sent back to try to stop the Terminator.
Okay.
So you've got time travel in with all the other mess.
Yeah.
And all of it was scary. It was on this soul level scary, as far as, maybe I'm just a Luddite. I get that.
A what?
You know,
what the fuck is a Luddite?
Somebody that does not necessarily like and or trust technology.
Okay.
The Amish could be described as Luddites. I don't know that they have the wrong idea about a lot of stuff.
I don't know. Their religion is questionable, but the way of living,
They work together as families and communities and everything. They help each other. That doesn't mean they're perfect. That doesn't
they shun each other.
They're people. They're people.
But then that whole community shuns the one person.
Yeah, that shunning used to be quite common. Today it's called canceled. Same thing, just in a different form.
Yeah.
So it's like you're no longer part of the circle. The reason that was so effective is that in humanity's younger years, those that were put outside of the circle were sort of thrown out of the protection of others. And when it talks about being thrown to the wolves, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. They still throw them to the wolves. Going back talking about the legal system. If you've never seen it, people, just go and see it. I hope to God you never have to experience it, but just go and watch the show. Don't bring your popcorn in the courtroom.
Watch Black Mirror.
So, but that's all we need.
You should watch Black Mirror.
Is some of this other shit with this AI stuff.
Nah, this shit's got me fucked up.
Mandatory minimums that was one of the things that really hurt the legal system in our country.
Yeah.
That you could no longer take it on an individual case by case basis. It was a matter, you committed this crime, so therefore you get these many years. So
that's just not right.
It's not right, because a lot of times there are extenuating circumstances.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. It needs to go back to the way it was, but it's not.
Well, that was a Clinton thing. It was an Obama thing to allow propaganda to be used against the citizens of the United States and to hold political prisoners captive without due process. So, yeah, I don't know that it's not a matter of wiping out humanity, but is it a matter of citizens taking countries back and setting things the way that they should be, which is to be governed by the people, for the people? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe people need to go back and reread about, Marie Antoinette and some of those people.
Well,
that lady that would sit there by the gallows and she would knit, and that it was a code. Her knitting was a code. Everybody's names that had done some of these things were in her knitting.
Damn.
That was how she was keeping a record of who did what. Humans can be quite innovative.
Yeah.
So, I'm not totally black-pilled. There is always hope for humanity.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to be through all this technology getting rid of human interaction, human intervention. Yeah. Have I spooked you with this one?
This shit's got me fucked up.
I thought so. So, final thoughts? Is that your final thought?
Yeah. This shit's got me. How much fucked up is fucked up? That's on this episode of How Much Fucked Up is Fucked Up, that's fucked up.
I have messed with him.
I mean,
yeah.
I like AI to an extent. The little Furbies, that's AI done right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depending on your version of all right with the Furbies.
Didn't they have some of the Furbies that were saying some really screwed up things there for a while, though?
Oh, those were just rumors, though.
Were they?
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Okay. That was the murderous Furbies, right?
Yes. And the ones that were cursing and whatever. They were banned from going into, like, federal facilities because they thought they legitimately could record and collect data. And it's like, no.
But if they were modified, you can't make me believe they're.
The government's got that technology. The government's got that technology to make it a perfectly good.
I still need to create my hat, my tinfoil hat that says conspiracy fact on it. I will do that eventually.
Oh, God.
I will do that eventually.
No.
Anyhow, if you've had experiences,
the world is fucked.
Experiences
We're doomed.
With the
We're
paranormal,
doomed.
Supernatural.
Destroy us all. Destroy us all.
Encounters.
Destroy us all.
With UFOs, aliens,
destroy
cryptids,
us all.
Conspiracy theories, weird tech being used in weird ways. Send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And, yeah.
Destroy us all! If y'all don't get that reference, I swear to God.
Billy and Mandy.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all, and have a destroy us all!
Know that you all are loved. Let us pray one for another, and we will see you on the next cup. Bye.
Destroy us all!